Hello, boys and girls. So this video is going to be a little bit different than my previous videos because I'm going to start each video by going over the directions for each NTI Day packet and then talking about what we're going to be our standard for the week. And I'll get into that in just a second. But first, if it is day 16, which is Monday, and what you're going to be doing for me is I put since we talked about themes so much in my videos, I put a theme worksheet for you all to do. So what you're going to do is read this top part, and then you're going to have short little stories, and you're going to circle the key word and then put the theme into your own words using that keyword. So let's look at this first one together. Kim's diet was terrible. All she ate was chips and sweets and jelly sandwiches on white bread. She was overweight and she was always tired. When her doctor told her that she felt bad because of what she was eating, Kim was amazed. She didn't realize that she had so much power to make herself feel better. Kim stopped eating junk food and started eating fruits and vegetables. In a few weeks, she felt like a new person. So was this about courage, responsibility, or health? I would say I would kind of accept either responsibility if you put responsibility or health, because I feel like it's about both, because it's your responsibility to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So if you wrote the theme or a lesson about taking responsibility for your own actions, I would accept that. I would also accept health because your health is important, and I think that this story also talks about that a little bit. So either way, if you wanted to write a theme about either one of those, that would work. As long as you can support your answer, boys and girls, I will take it, okay? So that's what you're doing for reading for this first page. Then you will have a nonfiction story, and it's called Water All Around, and it's reviewing those main ideas and details. It also, on the corner, it says text marking over here. You don't have to do that, but it will help you with the questions if you do that, if you circle the main idea and underline two supporting details that support it. And then you have some questions to answer about that. When it says what helped you answer, so for example, number 1 says which word means the same as totally. And whenever you picked your answer, what helped you answer that, you would put the sentence that it was in, or what it said in the sentence that helped you. Okay? And then it goes on to a different subject. So if you have any questions about that, boys and girls, please let me know. On day 17 is when we are going to be starting our I can statement for the week. So our standard that we're talking about this week is describe the relationship between information from 2 or more texts on the same theme or topic. That's really wordy, and what it means, boys and girls, is we're going to be comparing and contrasting our nonfiction stories. So we've already been comparing and contrasting fiction stories, and when we're comparing and contrasting fiction stories, we say how the characters are alike and different. We say how the settings are alike and different. We say how major events and challenges are alike and different. We've already done that. We've practiced that in class. But if we were in class this week, we would have started comparing and contrasting nonfiction or true stories. So just to review, to compare and contrast means to tell how 2 articles or more, books or stories are alike, that means the same, and how they're different. So in nonfiction books, we can look at the main ideas. What were these stories all about? We can look at the topics. Are both articles about books? Are both articles or books about animals? We can look at the details. Do they have the same facts in both stories? Do they have different facts? Did they teach us about something in one story and they didn't teach us about it in the other one? And then the author's opinion. Sometimes an author will write about something that he doesn't agree with, or that he does agree with, and he's trying to show support for it. For example, some people believe that animals shouldn't be in cages or in zoos, And he or she might write a whole article about why they shouldn't be in a zoo. But then a different author might write an article about why they should be in a zoo and the benefits of protecting the animals and educating the public about these animals. So the author can have different opinions. It could be about the same thing, but it could be a different take or a different opinion about what they are writing about. So when you work on this tomorrow in your package, you're going to have 2 stories about the same topic, and you're going to be answering questions and telling how they're alike and how they're different. So I'm just going to give these 2 examples. Let me make my screen bigger so you all can see me. All right, so both of these stories are about Martin Luther King Jr. This one's called Happy Birthday, Martin Luther King, and this one's called Let's Dream, Martin Luther King. Now, just by looking at these, I know that they're different. This is a chapter book, and this is not. It's a picture book. If I were reading this picture book, I know that I'm going to get less information than in this chapter book, just because of the length. And I've read both of these, and this one does give a lot more information about Martin Luther King Jr. So this one is shorter, still gives you a lot of good information, but this one is more detailed and goes a lot deeper. So if we look back at our list, I haven't even read these 2 books out loud to you all, but the main idea, what is it all about, or the topic, we know that both of these books are alike because they are about who? Martin Luther King Jr., you're exactly right. The details, if we were to read this book, I know that they're going to have some details in common, and there are going to be some details in this book that aren't in this one, just because it's longer and more detailed. And the author's opinion, we would also have to read and see if they agree that Martin Luther King Jr. was a very influential person, which I'm sure that both authors think or agree that he's an influential person in history. Okay, I am going to get off here and let you all work on your NTI Day packets. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to talk more about comparing and contrasting nonfiction stories tomorrow, and I can't wait to talk to you. I hope that you all had a great spring break. I really miss doing our morning meeting, and I could hear your good things, your bad things, or pass. I miss talking with you all. I can't wait to see you. Stay safe. Bye.